welcome back to the channel. We are starting this week with a whole new kind of run for us. We're sitting in the loading parking lot of Mohawk Flooring in Dalton, Georgia. And they've just loaded the trailer with about 35,000 pounds of tile. But because of all of that, we're going to get to your trivia a little early this week because I happen to know this part of the country is known as the carpet capital of the world. Did you know that?
Nope.
He found that out today. It's rightfully got that name. I was curious, so I did what I do, and I Googled how many square yards of carpet are manufactured in this area every year. Turns out they don't really release that number very often, you know, in the industry secrets and all that kind of stuff. But the best guesstimate is 111 million square yards of carpet are manufactured in a 60-mile radius right here. So that accounts for 45% of all global carpets and rugs are manufactured here. 85% of domestic carpets and rugs are manufactured here. We did pick up tile, and I don't really know where that comes from or how much they pump out down here, but it is Mohawk Flooring, so, you know, they have a lot of flooring. At any rate, it is Thursday. We are headed with this load up into Minnesota for a Sunday delivery.
Yes.
I have a feeling we'll be there a little early.
We'll be there Saturday night.
As I said. We're not going to make it very far today because if you watched last week's video, you will know we just recently delivered a load that we had to drive overnight to get down here to Cartersville. And our clock is just about empty. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning local. Awesome. So I think we're just going to buzz up the road a little bit to Jasper, Tennessee area, somewhere between Chattanooga and Nashville.
He's on the other side of Chattanooga today, that way I can get up early and get through Nashville before it gets bad in the morning.
Yeah. So that's our plan. I think we're delivering to a Costco if paperwork is to be believed. So, tag along and find out what happens for the rest of the week. about a Costco warehouse. They never take very long.
No, they do not.
Our appointment here was at 6:30. It is just now 7 o'clock. We did get into a door a little bit ahead of our appointment time, but not a lot, so that's all right. The irony of this trip, we are just outside of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we have friends who live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and we were hoping to see them. We came from Tennessee to Minneapolis, St. Paul area. They went from Minneapolis to Tennessee.
And we did not pass each other.
They're in Tennessee right now. They are coming back to Minneapolis today, but we are going back to Tennessee today. So, yeah, this is just the story of our life. Having said that, we are headed down to Tyson and Waterloo, one of our favorites, don't you know? And that load is going to go where in Tennessee? New Bern, Tennessee. We're going to Sara Lee Sausage, and I'm pretty sure we've not ever been there before.
To my knowledge, no.
On the electronics front, we have discovered an interesting thing. The GPS and the Samsara they're not tied together, but if one of them malfunctions, the other one will.
Seems that way anyway.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened in Rapid City, but it has made it so that those two things malfunction together now. And they did for a brief time, I believe it was Friday.
Yeah. For about 5 hours, my GPS wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I had to move it over onto the driver's side of the windshield, and it worked just fine.
Down.
But I had to have it up high.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I got close to the dash, it quit working. It started searching for the signal.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, 4 or 5 hours later, I moved it back, and everything works fine now.
Yeah. Eventually, at some point, I suppose we'll have to have that looked into again, but not today. We got to go to Tennessee. It is Sunday. We have to deliver the load in Tennessee on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've got 2 full days to drive 700 miles.
So, try to keep up, and we'll see you down the road. Bye! universe has a strange sense of kismet, I guess. I don't know. We came back up from Kentucky while our friends were coming down to Tennessee. And yeah, they were in Tennessee while we were in Minnesota and missed them. However, on the way back, as luck would have it, they had decided that their halfway point home was going to be Hannibal, Missouri, and ours was going to be New London, Missouri, which is about 10 miles from Hannibal. So, guess who got together and had dinner? Yay! But that was Sunday. It is now Tuesday. We got onto the property way ahead of our appointment yesterday. Like, way ahead of our appointment. But they said, we aren't going to unload until tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. We dropped the trailer and then went into town and then went back out and stayed the night at what I thought was Sara Lee. Turns out it's just another Tyson. That's all it is. Then our load that we just picked up, the drop dead time on it was 3:19 a.m. Why is it such a specific time? I don't know, because it's Tyson. And they give us pretty much just about enough time to make it and have like maybe an hour or two extra. Well, we didn't get our trailer from the Sara Lee plant until almost 5 o'clock this morning. So we were already late before we ever even left Sara Lee by almost 2 hours. And then we had to drive over. So now, by the time we got the trailer picked up and back out the door, we were pushing 3 hours of being behind. I think that has eaten up pretty much all of the extra time that we have on this load. But I think we still have enough to actually get it delivered.
We got enough time to drive there all the way there today. Barely.
Yeah.
So
No lollygagging.
hopefully that little window will give us enough time we can maybe stop short and not have to push really hard today, but odds are we're probably going to drive all the way there today. From where we sit right now, GPS says 9 hours and 8 minutes. I have 9 hours and 46 minutes of drive time.
It's
So
going
I've
to
got
be
38 minutes of a window.
So, won't be any lollygagging today. No sightseeing and stopping every time I take a whim. Excuse us while we put the pedal down and scoot on out of town. We'd make that delivery on time. Yep, our appointment was at 5:30. It is currently
20 after 7.
and we have just left the property, so overall not a bad experience. Now, we made that delivery on time. Our next delivery, ain't no way in hell we are making that one on time.
4-hour drive and it delivers in 20 minutes. I haven't even picked it up yet. Headed over back to Tyson, just north of Waterloo, Iowa.
Which isn't very far from here.
Yeah, it's 16 miles from here.
Yeah.
So pick that up, and then we head over to Oakland, Iowa, which is just on the Iowa side of Omaha.
And like he said, we're supposed to be there in 20 minutes. I mean, we're capable of some pretty amazing things. All right, so I guess we'll see you in Oakland. Well, we made it to Oakland, and we were only 4 hours after the appointment time, after the initial appointment time. And let's just say they weren't waiting for us to arrive. I think we sat out there for about 20 minutes or so before they finally called us into the door. And here we sit, now waiting to get unloaded. So I figured this was probably a good time to close this video because, you know, late for pickup on this morning's delivery, late for pickup on this delivery, and it just gets worse from here for our next load. But that'll be next week's adventure. It's been an exciting week. We did some math and discovered that we've been running for 10 days, but it feels like about a month and a half. So that's just the way the job goes sometimes. That's where we are. And that's where we're going to leave you. You got anything else you want to talk about this week?
Like, share, subscribe.
We'll try to find some more energy for you for next week. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. See you, bye.